Hi, afternoon, everyone. We will start off the workshop in a while. So we wait for maybe 2 or 3 more minutes, see if there are any more people joining in. Okay. By the way, my name is Ethan. I will be the trainer for today. So for today's workshop, I'll be sharing with you how to utilize our apps. Okay, basically there's only one app called Real Agent app, and I will share with you all how the app looks like, how the app works, and make sure you fully understand the benefits of fully utilizing the app. Okay, so we wait for maybe 2 more minutes, then we start off. Okay, guys, let's start off. Before I start off, a little bit of housekeeping. Can you guys see the screen I'm sharing right now? Basically, this is my tablet. So can you all see the screen? Can you all hear me? Then just let me know in the chat. Just give me a thumbs up. Can see, can hear. Then I start off. Okay, because this one not face-to-face training. So I don't know if you all can see now. Okay, great. Thank you, Jerry. Let's start off. Okay, so for those of you that maybe just joined, my name is Ethan. Normally the trainings are conducted by me. So today's training, I'll be sharing with you this app called Real Agent app. Okay, what are the benefits of using this app in your day-to-day business activities? So once you click in, this app, basically you can download on 2 devices. One on your handphone, one on your tablet. Okay, so one handphone, one tablet. You cannot download on 2 headphones, cannot download on 2 tablets. Has to be one of each. So once you click in, this is what you see. Okay, so first of all, if I were to be an agent today, what's the usage of this app going to be like? So normally, I would say on average, 60% of the time, I'm going to be using the app to check for transactions. Okay, the good thing about the app is that our transactions are in real time, meaning we are collecting from Propnex, ERA, Huttons, and SRI. So if there's any transaction from any agents from these agencies, once they submit the case, you get to see the transaction immediately. Okay, so it's more updated than public sources like HDB or URA site. Okay, so that's the number one part. So 60% of the time, you're going to be using the app to check for transactions. Another 20% of the time, you're going to be using it to run property reports. You're going to be using it to run the real value, estimate value of properties. And then maybe another some like real tower, checking for real tower view of different projects, things like that. Okay, and then last 20%, maybe you'll be using it to run analytics. Okay, so these are the main usages of this app lah. Okay, so when I say real-time transaction, let me show you this. Okay, let me show you this news article. Okay, so this article came out last year, January, in the middle of January. So this is about Ritz-Carlton Residences, Record, PSF, and this article is from EdgeProp. Okay, the article came out in January, middle of January 2024. But in our system, if you search for that particular project, okay, the transaction was actually locked 2.5 months prior to the public knowing about it. So which means that you have information much earlier than the public. Okay, so if your competing agent doesn't have Real Agent app, they also most probably wouldn't know that this transaction went on. They will only find out together with the public when you already announced or when the news articles come out. Okay, so this is what I mean by real-time transaction information. So okay, Fania, can later I'll show you how to utilize the app to find high rental yield in a particular location. Okay, that one will be under analytics. Later I'll show you. So let me show you about transaction first. Transaction is very straightforward. If you want to check for transaction information, you go to the app, open up bottom left corner, real-time data. So there are two different types of transaction that you can check, residential and commercial. So you go according to what you are looking for. If you want residential, you click the residential side. If you want commercial, you click the commercial side. Okay, so let's say residential, you click in. If there's any particular condo that you're looking at, or apartment you're looking at, or even HDB block, you can type in the name or the street or the postal code. Okay, so if you're in a particular district or a particular area, also can. So let me show you regions and how updated the system is. So today's date is 28. I take a look at RCR, OCR, CCR. The latest transaction that I have is just yesterday logged in only. Okay, so the information is very updated. So if you go to check at maybe URA site or even other portals like maybe EdgeProp or 99 or SRX, these transactions most probably they wouldn't have yet. Okay, so you have an extra bullet in your arsenal to go and talk to your clients. If your competing agent don't have and you have, makes you look good. Okay. So the way to check for transactions, I repeat again, home screen, bottom left corner, either residential or commercial. Go according to what you want to see. Okay, and then of course under real-time data, it's not just about transaction information. You can also use this to see the tower view. We call it real tower, the tower view of any particular condo project that you might want to see. Okay, so for this function, I'm going to ask you all to give me a suggestion, so that I can show you all a better representation. So if possible, can one of you give me a suggestion of maybe a condo project? Don't give me brand new one. Give me something that's been around for 15, 20 years at least. Any suggestions? No suggestions. Any condo at all that you guys might be interested in doing, or you're selling a house, or you're marketing the location there? marketing a unit there. Any particular one? You don't have, I'll just use random project to show you. Don't have. Okay, Trellis Tower. Vision Crest. Okay, let me show you these two. Sorry, let me go back to the app. So you go to Real Tower. Trellis Towers in Toa Payoh. So if you take a look, there's only one block, block 700. Okay, and this block, on the left-hand side, you can see is the floor number. On the top, you can see is the stack number. So got 30 floors. Starting from stack 1 all the way to, I think, got stack 16. Okay, so we take a look at the first one, 30th 05, 3035, the top floor one. Okay, the first figure that you see here, every single unit has its own square. So 2905 got its own square, 2906 got its own square, 3005 got its own square, 3007 got its own square. So every unit has its own square. Okay, and each individual unit contains a myriad of information for you. So the first figure that you see, 3.88 mil. This is the estimate value of this particular unit today. Okay, today's pricing. That means we estimate the value of this unit to be $3.88 million. This is based on recent transactions. Okay, we account for the floor difference, the size difference, the transaction date difference, the property price index movement difference. All this accounted for, and we estimate the value to be around 3.88 mil, or 1159 PSF, estimate value. Okay, so the first figure you see is the estimate value. The second figure you see down there, PT. PT means past transaction. That means the current owner of this unit buy at how much? Okay, this owner, he bought at $2.868 million. Okay, because we know how much he buy for, we know the estimate value, we can tell you the estimate profits or the estimate capital gain that he will get. It is around $1 million. Okay, is there any SSD? No SSD payable because this guy bought it 154 months ago. So around 12 years, 12 and a half, around 13 years ago. Okay, so if this owner today decide to sell, no SSD payable. Capital gain wise, roughly around 1 million. If you count in percentage, around 35% based on his purchase price. Okay, so because it's going to be earning, it is a little bit yellowish, greenish color. His earning is around 35%. If you see his neighbor, it's green color. Okay, because this unit, I think, is apparently bigger. So the estimate value is 5.6. When he buy at 2 mil only, 2 million. But this guy buy very long ago, over 20 years ago, maybe around 22 years ago. Okay, when he buy at 2 mil, right now worth around 5.6. So he's going to earn $3.6 million potentially. Okay, and the percentage capital gain is 180%. So 180% is green, 35% is a little bit green, little bit yellowish. And then, of course, if you lose money, it is going to be red or orange. So, for example, this unit recently just transacted 1 year plus ago for 1.6 mil, but currently valued at only around 1.55. So it's going to lose around 80K. On top of that, still got SSD 8%. So it's going to lose around 200K if he were to sell today. All clear so far? And so the beauty of this real tower, this tower view representation of a block, is that one look, every single unit with a transaction before, all the details are all here. Okay, so just based on the color representation, if today you want to do marketing, let's say for example you want to send mailers, this project can send or cannot send? I think quite okay lah. Only got one or two that are not earning money. The rest all earning money. So owners are more likely to sell if they earn money, or they are more likely to sell if they lose money. Okay, quite common sense. Lose money, most probably don't want to sell. Earn money, higher chance that they might want to sell. Okay, so these are the owners that are earning money and earning how much. Okay, so there is one more function here that you can utilize. It's not just about doing your research. Of course, the research you can do here. You can see very green, a lot of units earning money. But if you want to send mailer, for example, you have a buyer that wants to buy in this particular project, Trellis Towers, and he says he wants to buy a 3-bedroom unit. So you need to find 3-bedroom units in this project, plus people that are earning potential gains. Agree? So you can do this. On the bottom right hand of the screen, there's a small little blue color circle with the export function. You can click on it. And then from here, you can choose. You can choose all bedroom types, or you can choose maybe 3-bedroom. And then you can choose what is the potential capital gain that the unit has to have in order to show up. So let's say I want a potential gain of at least 100%. Okay, that means buy 1 mil can sell 2 mil. Then I submit. So in fact, in Trellis, there are 126 units that are 3-bedder plus have a potential earning of 100% capital gain. Okay, so there are 126. Instead of all maybe 300-400 units in the whole project, there's only 126 that suit your criteria. And you can export the label out. Dear owner. And it will be formatted nicely for you to send to your printer to print out the mailing stickers. The addresses are there for you. Okay, you just need to buy the correct sticker paper, send it to your printer, print out, do your mailers, put it into your envelope, put the sticker on, paste stamp, and then send it out. Okay, so you are targeting people that are earning. Basically, it's up to you. You want to choose 100% capital gain. Maybe you want even higher, 150% capital gain, 200% capital gain. Basically, it's up to you to choose. Okay. So for marketing purpose wise, you can do it this manner. And if you see here, if you export out, let's say instead of 100%, I choose 200%. Okay, 200% only got 36 units. Let me just go back. Sorry, I forgot to put 3-bedroom. 200%. Only got 12 units. Okay, buy how much, sell how much, what's the potential capital gain? When you export label, the sticker paper that you need to purchase, you can buy from this webpage, Avery Online, or you can go to Popular Bookshop to buy. Okay, any brand also can. Just that each individual sticker has to be 64 by 33.9 mm per label. So it's stated down here already. So you don't need to be say, hey, I cannot remember what paper to buy. Already. Once you go to the system already prompt you, tells you what size paper you should buy. Okay, so you can utilize this to do your marketing. How to get to the mailer? Can no problem, Anderson. So first off, I go all the way back. I go all the way back to the main page. Bottom left corner, real-time data. So you come here. From here, you can check your transaction information, either residential or commercial. Okay, those are the first 2 tabs. And then on the 3rd tab, you can see real tower. So you click into real tower. This is a tower representation of whatever project you choose. Okay, so let's say Trellis Towers. Okay, so you are here. So each individual unit would have its own square. Okay, one more thing I forgot to tell you. So you can see here. So take for example this red color unit. Current estimate value 2.89. Okay, when he buy at 3.2. He buy 2 months ago only. Okay, so for SSD. Okay, we got 12% SSD. On top of that, the value got drop a little bit lah. Okay, and then you see at the bottom of the square there's a arrow to the right, arrow to the left, and then 4, right? If you click in, this is all the transactions for this particular unit that has been logged in history from 1995 onwards. Okay, so you can see here the first owner buy in 96, then after that he sell in 2012, then 2021 sell again, and then 2025, that means 2 months ago, sell again. Okay, so first one buy at 1.3. Currently, the latest transaction was 3.2. And the estimate value right now is only around 2.9. Then, in order to get to the mailer part, it is at the bottom of the screen, right-hand side. There's a small little blue color circle with a box and then an arrow coming out, export function. Okay, so you just need to click on the blue color circle and you come to this page. So from this page, you can fine-tune the units that you want to hit. Okay, the units that you want to maybe send mailer to. Okay, so you can send to all bedroom types, or maybe 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom, or up to you. You can choose 3 to 4 bedroom because no, cannot. You can only choose one type, either all or 3 bedroom or 4 bedroom. Okay, let's say I choose a 3 bedroom, and then you choose the value, the potential capital gain value, maybe 200%. That means when they buy 1 mil, now can sell 3 mil, so 200% capital gain. And then you press submit. It shows you there are only 12 units that based on the estimate value, they're going to earn around 200% based on their purchase price also. Then you export the label. Normally, I'll just type in dear owner, because you don't know Mr. Tan or Mr. Chan or Mr. Mutu or Mr. Ali, you don't know. Okay, so you just type dear owner. And then the system will format for you. And you just need to send to your printer and use the sticker sheets that you buy from any bookshop to print out. Okay? All clear so far on the mailer side, how to reach there? Anderson, okay? Guys, don't be shy. If not okay, or I talk too fast, or you want me to repeat, just type in chat. I'll try my best to answer any questions that you might have. No problem, no problem. Okay, so that is for a bit of your research plus a bit of your marketing aspect. Okay, so the next question is, once you have these addresses, okay, for example, this trellis block 700 0308, okay, capital gain potentially is $2 million, a lot, but what can you send to them? Okay, 0308, what can you send to them? So you can basically send them a property report. Okay, the address you have already, but the content, maybe you say, I don't know what to write to them, I don't know what to send to them. Content, you can go to homepage. From here, generate the property report. Okay, so just need to type in trellis block 700, the unit 0308. Okay, so from here, there are 2 different types of reports that you can do. One is a free report and one is a professional report. The main difference is free report is very short, only 3 pieces of paper. First paper is cover page. Second page is the sales information. Third piece is the rental information. Okay, all the past transactions in a free report don't contain unit number. So let me just show you. I generate the free report. Let me open in browser. So like I mentioned, first page is the cover picture. So it's just a picture of the condo. Second page is where the information is. Okay, so you can see here, if there's a floor plan, we'll include the floor plan for you. And then the estimate value is down here, $2.863 million. And then the graph with all the information plus the sales transactions, the latest sales transactions, comparable sales transactions without the unit number. So when you send the mailer out with this information, most probably the owner will see, say, hey, 15th floor got transaction. Sell for 2.85. Which unit? And then ask the wife, hey, wife, you know who sell or not? Wife say, I also don't know. Maybe they want to kepo a bit more. So what happened? If they want to find out, they need to call you. Your phone number is down here. Okay? So if you're not sure of what type of marketing material you can put inside your mailer, we also solve the issue for you. Just generate the home report, a property report, and then you just send it out to them. Okay? So like earlier, there are only 12 different units with a capital gain of 200%. So you just need to run the report 12 times. Okay? Reports are unlimited. That means you can generate 1 million up to you, 2 million up to you. Every single unit in Singapore, you want to generate a report also up to you. Just that you got the time to do or not. Okay, so you can keep generating the reports. You need to print out because if you're putting a mail, you need to print out. If not, you're sharing via WhatsApp or sharing via email. You can send them the link or you can send them the PDF report. Okay, so that is the free report. If you're talking about professional report, so let me run the professional report to show you. Professional report is around 20 pages long. It contains a lot more information and it is a bit more detailed. So let's say I'm sending to Mr. Tan. Okay, so you can see here, first page, still the cover page. Second page is the content page. Third one, and then after that, the value plus the transactions. The professional report, latest transactions will contain unit number. Okay, normally when I'm sending a professional report, I've been in touch with the client for quite a while already, basically. So serious client, serious buyer, serious seller, then I will send them the professional report. Okay, so you can see here, there's also past transaction for this particular unit. The first information I have is in 99. The first information that I have is in 99. This owner buy for 1.05 mil. Then in 2006, he sell at a loss for 828K. And then right now, currently, it is estimated to be valued at 2.8 mil. So the current owner that is staying there buy at 800K only. Now can sell 2.8. Okay, 20 years, less than 20 years, earn 2 mil. Okay, so this is the full report. So you can see it contains the district area information, it contains the nearby amenities, the comparable projects, everything is here. But it is not hundreds of pages long, it's only around 20 pages long. So that's the professional report. So got difference, free report and professional report. Two different types of reports that you can actually generate to send to your potential clients. Okay? Any questions on the real tower plus the property reports? Oh, okay. Okay, let's move on. Let's try real tower Vision Crest. I a bit curious. Got some reds. So you see, Vision Crest got a little bit more yellowish and reddish hues. So this one 0802 transacted last month. 0703 transacted around 1 year ago. This one around 2 years ago. Okay. Most of them, those that clear SSD, most of them are earning money. Okay. So sometimes I hear during my training, my agents, they say, but Ethan, if you clear SSD means you've been holding on for 3-4 years already. So most of the projects, most of the units should be green color, correct? Because property is supposed to appreciate over time. Agree? But I realize not always. So let me show you one project. You want to find green, very difficult. This one like autumn leaves, you know, the color, not springtime color. This one is autumn color already. Find Shenton, red color, orange color, a bit of yellow here and there. I only see one green. Okay, so not always that project will earn money if you hold on for. This one hold on for how long? Current value, I just randomly choose 11.16. Current value 1 mil. Buy at 1.1 mil. Hold on for 12 years already, 148 months. Buy at launch, 2012 buy one, 13 years already, 1.13 mil. Currently value less than its purchase price 13 years ago. Okay, so it's not that you hold on for 10 years, sure earn money. So some projects not earning money, but rental very high high volume. Okay, so depending on what your buyer or your investor is looking for. Okay, so not all condos, not so true in this day and age that every condo you buy, you hold on for 10 years, sure earn money. Okay. Now under the real-time data tab, there is residential transaction, there's commercial transaction, there's real tower, and one more aspect called real gain. Real gain basically shows you whatever project that you choose, okay, historically, whatever project that you choose, which transactions have been profitable and which transactions have been unprofitable. Okay, so let's go in, take a look. So from here, we try Vision Crest. So if you see here, total capital gain, percentage-wise, that means they buy how much and they sell how much, percentage-wise, who earn the most. So if your potential buyer say, hey, Vision Crest, let me ask you, Ethan, Vision Crest, which transaction earn the most? So you don't need to check transaction by transaction. You come here straight away, you can tell them, say, unit 10-17. Okay, this unit, the owner buy in 03 and then he sell in 11. He buy at 1.244, he sell at 2.45. So he earn the most. Historically, earn the most. This is not estimate value. This is not listing price. This is not asking price. This is buy how much, sell how much. Done deal, done and transacted one. So it's set in stone. In Vision Crest, the highest capital gain percentage transaction, highest percentage capital gain is this unit 10-17. Buy in 03, sell in 11. If you talk about quantum wise, highest quantum, it is still him. Is it still him? 10-17. Yeah, I think it's still him. Okay, percentage wise highest, quantum wise also highest. But if you see annual gain wise, not him already. Annual gain wise, it is this unit 0720. Because he buy at 1 mil, sell at 2 mil, hold on for 4 years only. So annually, annualized capital gain, 25% capital gain. Okay. Even though 10-17 earn the most, but if you break it down by years, because you hold on for 8 years, if you break it down by years, you don't earn that much. Compared to this guy, hold on for 4 years, earn 1 mil. Okay. Per year, he's earning around 25% returns on his investment, so-called. But this is for profitable. Not to say Vision Crest don't have people that lose money. Should have. So you see unprofitable on the top right hand corner, you can toggle between profit and unprofitable. So when you toggle, the biggest loss in Vision Crest, percentage wise, let's see quantum wise, biggest loss quantum wise was 700k, 725k. Unit 0128, buy in 07, sell in 10. Hold on for 3 years only. I think during that time, I'm not sure that time still got that time already started seller's stamp duty already, not the minimum holding period. Not very sure. If have, it should be 4 or 5 years during, should be 4 years during the in the early stages. So if during that point in time there is SSD, this guy would have kena SSD also. Okay, but even without SSD, he's the biggest loss transaction in the history of Vision Crest. In the history, that means from 1995 until now, I don't know how old this project is, let me see, or built in 07 only. Okay, but our data goes back to 95. So if you find even older projects, that means from 95 until now, historically, this transaction lost the most. Quantum wise, if you see percentage wise, it's not him lah. Percentage wise, it is unit 0827 because he lost 22%. So if you see 22% compared to capital gain of close to 100%, Vision Crest, the potential is quite good lah. Historically speaking, I can only advise you based on past transaction. I cannot advise you because I'm not fortune teller. Okay, I cannot tell you sure earn or sure lose. But based on past transactions, I can give you a informed, how to say, prediction, informed assumption prediction, up to you lah. Okay, choose your words carefully. Don't want to go to CEA for coffee. Okay, so based on the trends, the upside is a lot higher than the downside. So you can go to very, very old projects also, like Melville Park. Should be quite old lah, Melville Park. Built in 96. Okay, still not that old. Anybody got any condo name older than before 95 one? Okay, real gain for commercial cannot. Okay, so let me just answer a bit. So for Anderson, you're asking me to show about industrial units. If you're talking about transaction for industrial units, yes, you can see transaction information. If you're talking about real tower for commercial and industrial, let me just double confirm. From what I know is cannot. Let me just double confirm. Oxley, this cannot, don't have. Okay, but so same thing for profitable, the real gain for commercial, industrial cannot. A counter that shows the number of profitable transactions. That one currently we don't have the counter. That means you want to know 200 profitable transactions versus 10 unprofitable transactions, right? Currently don't have. Okay, so for real gain, the question you're asking, LVILLE. So the counter we don't have yet, but you can keep scrolling down until you finish. But for example, Melville Park, I think got hundreds and thousands of transactions. So let's say 80% is profitable, 20% unprofitable. Is still going to be very, very high amount of transactions that you need to scroll down to. Because even until now, I scroll so long already, all this profitable 100% capital gain all still on here. Okay, because some people they buy in 2006, then sell off 2018, got a lot too long already. If you talk about unprofitable, down here, the biggest loss is one thing I noticed about all these projects. If you see the loss, the biggest losses, the years that they were transacted is around 2005, 2006. So from here, I can safely say 2005, 2006, not a good time to sell your property. Okay, I think if I'm not wrong, got some financial crisis during that period in time. Okay, so this is how you can utilize this system lah. Right, so this is just a tip of the iceberg, guys. These functions that I just showed you, because a lot of my agents, they think, oh, I check real-time transaction only. That's it, finish already. The last aspect that I want to share with you is the analytics side. So someone was asking me about, you want to find a rental yield, highest rental yield in a particular location. That one, you need to use analytics to see. Okay, so let me check out who's the one to ask. Okay, Tanya. Is Tanya still here? Let me check. Okay, Tanya still here. Okay, Tanya, which location do you want to see for the highest rental yield? Or anyone inside this workshop today, which location do you want to see for the highest rental yield? Anywhere in SG, the whole of Singapore. Let me see, whole of Singapore. So what I will do is I'll go to analytics, okay, which is the last button. Okay, analytics. In analytics, there are 3 different things that you can do. On the top, you can see there's project analysis, there's market analysis, and there's investment analysis. 3 different types. Project analysis, basically you're using project A to compare to project B, up to 5 different projects. So very micro. Okay, market analysis is a little bit more macro. Okay, market analysis, you're comparing district to district, HDB town to district. For example, D9 leasehold versus D10 freehold trend lines for the past 10 years. So something like that. And then for investment analysis, if you want to see rental yield or you want to see capital gain, this is where I will go to. Okay, so condo, apartments, whole of Singapore, I don't choose any location. Let's say in the past 3 years. Okay, and then I generate. I think there's going to be a lot, thousands of projects with transaction records in the past 3 years. Okay, thousands of projects with transaction record in the past 3 years. If you want to see rental yield highest, it's like Excel spreadsheet. You just rearrange. Cube Suites. I don't know where this is. But apparently it's an apartment. Cube Suites. The rental yield is 5.6%. Okay. If you want to see highest capital gain, Uni Building, Yong Siak Court, Warner Court, all these 300 plus, close to 300% capital gain on average if there were any transactions here. Okay, so it's like Excel spreadsheet, all the information is here. So for the past 3 years, if there's any transaction, the record will show up here. So in the past 3 years, there are 1,105 different projects with transaction. If I go back longer, if I see the last 10 years, the number will change. So in the past 10 years, it dropped to become 1,000 plus only records. Okay, and the rental yield, the highest is no longer Cube Suites. Okay, is Chancery Corner. Okay. Okay, Felix, you want to see Kallang? Let's try. For the last, let's say maybe last 3 years, in my planning area should be Kallang. Generate. Number 1 is the very chim name. Elysia. I think it's pronounced this way. Okay. If not, second one is Loft at Rangoon. Both are apartment. So if you take a look, Elysia got 20 rental volume in the past 3 years. There are only 39 units here. Okay. And the rental yield is 5.54. Loft at Rangoon, even better. 50 rental volume in the past 3 years. But this project only got 27 units. That means almost all the units here are being rented out, basically. Okay. So high rental volume, high rental yield. Not that old also, it's freehold, 2013 built. Average resale PSF around 1,500. Whole unit rental price around $3,000. If I'm not wrong, all should be small units. Let me. Okay, Felix. So if you're an investor looking for Kallang, I think these two projects not bad. Small projects, can rent out, high rental volume, rental yield also not bad for the past 3 years. Not bad. Okay. Then just now someone asked me, profitable transaction, is there any counter? From real gain, no counter, but from analytics, there is a counter. So how you see, you go to project analysis. So let me just touch on quick one for project analysis. 1 second. Okay, so let's say Melville, my pronunciation also, Melville Park. Okay, so I choose the project. I go here, it sends me to the location. I click on it, on the building icon, and then under advanced info. Take note, this one, advanced info. You can only see if you are using the tablet. If you are using handphone, you cannot see advanced info. Okay, so you click here. Down here, you can see profitability. Okay, in the past 3 months, or in the past 5 years. Okay, or what date to what date? Say from 95 until now. Sorry. Okay, from 95 until now, 71% transactions are profitable. 29% unprofitable. So, and even breaks down for you, 2-bedder, 3-bedder, how many profitable, how many unprofitable. Should be able to scroll down. Sorry. 2-bedder, 3-bedder. So I think no 4-bedder, that's why I cannot scroll down. Finish already. Okay. And I think no 1-bedder also. Okay. So from tablet format, if you are looking for a project, you can go to advanced info. There's a lot of things. You can see the land parcel, you can see the transactions, you can see profitability, you can see demographic, if there is any. Okay. The real tower also can see from here, location, project report. You can do your project report from here also. Not a specific unit report. That means the report for the whole project. So let's say Mr. Tan. So just now the report that we just go back. The report that we did last time just now is specific unit, whereas wait, we go here, Melville Park, open in browser. How come it's still showing me this? I think still haven't loaded yet. Let it load. So this report will be on the whole of Melville Park, not just a specific unit. Okay. So if you want to see the breakdown of profitable, hey, wait, can you? Oh, sorry. I think just now, when I accidentally locked the screen, let me show you again. Just now I accidentally locked the screen. So the sharing went off. So Melville Park under project analysis. Once you click in, you click into the building icon. There is a advanced info that you can see. And then from here, there's profitable and profitability. In the past 3 months, 14 transactions in Melville Park, 100% has been profitable. In the past 6 months, 32 transactions, all profitable also. Past 1 year, all profitable. 2 years, wow, this place not bad, huh? Okay, if you see past 5 years, 89% profitable, 11% lost money. But if you want custom, you can go here, custom. Let's say from 95 January until now. In the whole of Melville Park, so far, 71% transaction of the transactions, or 874 total transactions have been profitable. 348 transactions have been unprofitable, or 29% of all transactions were not profitable. Okay, and if I am not wrong, it should be around 05. To 05 to 06 period, people that were selling 99% lost money. So you can be very, very specific. Okay, so what happened in 05, 06? I can use a market analysis to take a look. Okay, market analysis down here. Let me show event. '07 was the global financial crisis. So in the lead up to that, people start losing money already. Okay, people lose job, foreigners want to go back to their country, sell cheap, let go, or all the big bosses, financial difficulties, have to sell their investment units, sell on the cheap to raise funds. All this were going on. So from what I see, the trend lines 05, 06 period, a lot of losses. So we see resale. Oops. Okay, so if you want the profitability counter, you can use advanced info from project analysis. But do take note, the analytics, if you are using handphone to see, the advanced info will not show up. Only the project information button will show up. Okay, so you cannot see profitability, you cannot generate the condo report, things like that. So analytics, my advice is for you to utilize tablet to do. Okay, no computer based, no desktop based. That means no web page, no website for you to use, only app based. Okay, so project analysis, like I mentioned earlier, it is for you to compare project to project. So I give you a few quick ones. The way that you're going to be using analytics, it's up to you. You can chop and dice to suit your needs. in Chinese, they say the system allows you to 见人讲人话，见鬼讲鬼话了. Depending on you meet buyer, you tell the buyer what the buyer needs to hear. You meet seller, you tell the seller what the seller needs to hear. Okay. End of the day, don't misrepresent. I telling you, the system allows you to chop and dice to suit whatever you need to show lah. Okay. So I'll show you the usage of it by giving you a case scenario. Okay, so take for example, I have a buyer, investor, come to me, say, Ethan, I want to buy a unit for investment. So I say, what type of investment? He says, of course, I want capital gain. End of the day, I want capital gain. But I'm going to be renting it out. So rental yield is very important to me. Okay, so he wants to buy a unit for rental yield. So so I asked him, any particular location you're looking at? So let's say he says, I'm looking at Marina Bay area. There are a few projects I'm looking at. I'm looking at resale. I'm looking at Marina Bay Residences, Marina Bay Suites, Marina One, and the sale. Okay, so tell me, looking at these 4 projects, he asked me, over the past 3 years, okay, which project has the best rental yield, has the highest volume for sales, has the highest volume for rental? Okay, and I'm looking at a 2-bedroom unit to purchase for investment, because I think 2-bedroom, not too big, not too small, easy to rent out. Okay, so that's what my buyer requires. So my job is to do research to showcase to him. So the way that I'm going to do research is very simple. I just need to type in the project name. I click in, I have to compare. It's like shopping. You add to your shopping cart, and then you compare, and then what you don't want, you remove. What you want, you add, then you go pay money. Okay, but this one is for you to compare the different projects. So, because I've been using this example for donkey years already, so I know where each individual project is. So now I added 4 in, I go to compare. So you can see here the sale, MBS, MBR, M1. So it says in the past 3 years. So let's go back to 1, 2, 3, 2023, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, no, 2022. Let's go back to 2022 until now. Okay, past 3 years. And then from here, I have a graph to showcase to him. So the first graph that you see, the bar chart, the bars, for example, MBS Marina Bay Suites, 33 in orange means in the past 3 years, there have been 33 sales transactions and 308 rental transactions. Okay, so based on this graph alone, I can tell my investors, the highest volume for sales transaction is the sale at Marina. The highest volume for rental is also the sale at Marina. So you want highest volume, either to sell off or to rent out, it is the sale at Marina. If you're talking about PSF, average PSF, the most affordable, it is MBS, Marina Bay Suites, followed by the sale, then MBR, then M1. Of course, M1 is the newest. But the difference between the most affordable at 1,009 and 2003, it is around $400 PSF. So if you are looking at around $400 PSF, if you're looking at 800 square feet, around 320K. Correct? My math's correct, right? Yeah, so around 300, 400K difference for 800 square feet unit. Okay? But how about rental yield? So you can see rental yield, average rental yield also calculate for you already. I just need to shift it from sales PSF to rental yield. The highest rental yield is MBS at 3.79, but the sale and MBR also somewhere around there. Okay, close to 4. But M1 is only 2.46. So if you're talking about rental yield, M1 not so good. Yes, the rental volume is high, but also the sales transaction volume is high, but first off, the PSF is also high. Secondly, rental yield not that fantastic also. So I want you guys to remember 2.46 for M1. Okay, but this is for all room types. He wants to see 2-bedroom. I can be very specific also. I can go to 2 bedrooms. Okay, and then I come in. Wait, 2-bedroom, apply, then I come in. So when you choose 2-bedroom, I can tell him, dear Mr. Investor, MBS no need to see already because MBS got no 2-bedroom. Okay, that's why he's paying me commission, ma. So I'm shortlisting the projects for him. MBS no need to see, Marina Bay Suites no have 2-bedroom. Right now, the highest transaction volume is still the sale for 2-bedroom types. Ignoring 1-bedder, studio, 3-bedder, 4-bedder, 5-bedder, penthouse, all ignoring, just 2-bedder alone. The sale has the highest volume, has the lowest PSF, and rental yield wise, it is the best. But M1 rental yield right now is 3.4. Okay, so basically M1, if you're talking about 2-bedder specifically, the rental yield still quite, not say very high, but still quite comparable compared to just now 2.46. Right now, if it is just specifically 2-bedroom, 3.4. Okay, that's quite a big jump. So that means basically someone, the M1 maybe the bigger units are not fetching a good rental yield, or maybe the super small units are not fetching a good rental yield. Because for 2-bedroom, the rental yield is still quite comparable to the other projects nearby. Okay, so the system allows you to do your research effectively, efficiently, but you know, you guys know what is research, right? Research means you have to spend time to do your homework. That means basically don't go and do this in front of your clients for the first time without preparing, because you might end up shooting yourself in the foot. Okay, your project, if you don't know what you're comparing with, might not seem so attractive to your potential buyer or to your potential seller. Okay, so always do your homework first before you start using the projects to compare. Okay. Any questions on project analysis? Like I say, the system is very, very flexible, very fluid. Depends on what you want to showcase, depends on who you are talking to. So you need to do your own homework, need to do your own research. I can only show you the technical side of it. The tactical side of it, basically your sales pitch. You need to sit down, drink coffee, have some alone time, and think through what is your sales pitch. Okay. So that is for project analysis. Any questions? Are you guys still with me? Oh, okay. Can someone give me a thumbs up? Guys, or you all fall asleep already? I talk too fast, or I talk too slow, or the project's very boring. Oh, okay, I can. Okay, I just move on. And then as for market analysis, basically you are doing comparison district to district, HDB town to HDB town, maybe HDB town versus district, or freehold versus leasehold. Up to you basically you can choose. So I will just run through quick one. So you can choose residential, condo, HDB, landed, sale or rent. Let's say sale, new sale, resale, sub-sale. If only one resale, you choose resale. So basically it's up to you. What graph do you want to see? You can go by monthly, quarterly, or yearly. Okay. Under advanced option, once you switch it on, there's a lot of options for you to drill down to. Okay. Options like, is it freehold, leasehold? You want to see freehold trend line, leasehold trend line, or whatever. Okay. And then you want to see all bedroom types, or studio, or 1-bedder, 2-bedder, also up to you. So there's a lot of specifics that you can fine tune. Okay. And then of course, even the size, the floor range, the age of the projects. Okay. So you can fine tune. And then drill down option is location. You can go by region, you can go by district, planning area, or HDB town, or nearby MRT, or nearby schools. Okay. So let's say I go by district. Let's say D19 lah. Okay. Don't want every single training D9, D10. Today go for neighborhood. let's say leasehold, D19, generate. So you can see this is the price movement over the past 15 years for D19. If I switch it on, I can draw from one point to the other point and then see that in 2010, D19, which is where I'm staying, I stay in HDB lah. D19 was selling at $700 PSF in 2010. Right now, it is selling on average at $1,500 PSF. Today's market, on average lah. Okay, or over the past 15 years, the price increased by 123%, or yearly increased by 8.13%. Okay, from 2013 to 2015, the price actually dropped by 5%, 5.5%. And then again, 18 to 20, dropped again a little bit by around 1%. Other than that, year on year, my area getting more and more expensive. Worker Party better do something about it. Okay, if not, I cannot afford to stay there already. So this is for market analysis, the trend line for more macro-based. Okay, and you can save this graph. You can save it down, and then you can go and generate another graph, and then you can overlay the two graphs together. So let's say this is D19. I can add in something that I saved last time, maybe District 1. Yeah, proceed. Blue color is D19 price, yellow color is D1 price, average price. So you can do a comparison, okay? I don't know who will compare D19 with D1 lah, but in case someone want to compare, this is how you do it lah. Thank you, Anderson. Okay, guys. So I hope today, today's sharing session, I hope that you understand the full usage of our app. Okay, Real Agent app should be your bread and butter. Okay, of your real estate journey. Should be your bread and butter, because first question people sure ask you, oh, you agent oh, sell house one my house can sell how much my neighbor selling how much what's the latest transaction here? That one you cannot run away one. So imagine if you tell him yesterday got one transact at 1.28 mil, unit number 10-20. You say, wow, yesterday just transact Yeah, yesterday just transact. How come my other agent friend tell me last transaction was 3 months ago? Why? Because they don't have the app, they don't have real time. Okay, so you cannot run away from that. That is one aspect that I strongly feel that all of you guys should be equipped with. Transaction data. But it's not just transaction data only. The app allows you to do so much more research, homework that you can do, slides, sales kits that you can use to prepare for your presentations. Basically, it's all in one solution for you with real-time transaction data. Okay. My source of data, public sources is from URA HDB site. That means public sources we also have. Okay, real-time wise, it is from Propnex, ERA, Huttons, and SRI. Okay, we still have a few more in the pipeline, agencies that are joining in. Okay, but the contract haven't signed yet so I cannot say out the name but it's very close already quite a few of them joining on board. Okay, even for SRI, just joined on board this year only. Previously, we don't have their real-time data. Okay, what's the Sinoco factory transaction? I take a look, see if I can find for you now. Sinoco factory. I don't know which Sinoco you're talking about. So let's just say Sinoco Food Connection or this is the latest sales, this is the latest rental. Is there a specific Sinoco building name or or the address. Senoko factory. I think Senoko is a location, right? Is there like a name of the factory or an address that you want to see? Okay, guys, in the meantime, I still got a little bit of time. So if you have any questions, you can just ask me. Not food. Okay, wait. Is it Allegiant Spring? Got chocolate, Senoko South, or you want to see by the road? If you want to see by the road, maybe I choose Senoko Loop. Maybe it sounds like don't have. Because you need to tell me, is it the road name, Senoko South Road, Senoko Drive, or Senoko Drive? This is the latest rental transaction. This is the latest sales transactions. Wait. The whole Senoko factory. The name of the building is Senoko Factory, is it? You have the postal code? Yours? Senoko Factory. I search. LHK 3 building. Okay, so we take a look. LHK 3. Should be this one, right? LHK 3. It's the latest sales, 7 April 0401. You wanted to see sales or rental? Sales, Senoko, wait, I check for you. I check Google Maps. Senoko Factory is where? What's the address? This is the sales for LHK 3. Don't have such a building called Senoko Factory. But if you want the Senoko Road or Senoko Loop, you just need to type in the road name. So I think Anderson, right, asked me about LHK 3. Okay. It's the whole district. Senoko, I don't think Senoko is a district. Senoko is an area. Correct? Senoko is like road name or... Let's see here, I got streets. Senoko Drive, Senoko South Road, all this. But, or is it Senoko Industrial Estate? Maybe it's the industrial estate you're talking about. So 19 Senoko Way Industrial Estate, no data. So if you go by road, if let's say Senoko Drive, then all these are the factories in Senoko Drive. Sell for how much? Rent for how much? When's the latest rental transaction? Okay, so if you want to find by district, I don't think Senoko is a district. That's why. So you can only find by road name. If you know the road name, Senoko Crescent or Senoko, let's say Senoko Crescent. If you find by the street, so Senoko Crescent, then I only got 3 transactions for rent and for sale. I have all these are the latest one back in 2023. Okay, so you because I cannot find for you if you don't know the road name or if you don't know the building name, then very difficult for me to know which area you're talking about. But like if you tell me LHK3, then I can find for you lah, quite easy. Or if you tell me say the road name like Changi South, don't know street, don't know what, then that one I can find for you lah. Export the area, like all the transactions in the area, in that street, can find for you, no issue. Correct, Anderson, you need the building name or the street name. Okay, or any other locations that you guys want to see, or anything you're not sure of? Okay, I think quite a few of you that attend this training actually sign up for our trial account, right? So, so later, right? Because you sign up during the event itself, later drop your so-called your account manager, the person that helped you sign up for the trial account, drop them a message or drop them a call to see what's the promotion available right now. Oh, you just bought Real Agent today? Oh, okay, great. Anyway, the trial account is just a few days only, so it's just to let you all familiarize yourself. Okay. And then there's this new feature that we have. Just now I showed you all the mailing label, right? That one is free to use. Means you can do the sticker, then you can do your property report, print out yourself, and then send out. But if you are doing mass marketing, okay, if you are like sending mailers to the whole district or to the whole HDB town, okay, we have this smart ad system for you to utilize also lah. Okay, depending on if you are doing PPI, that means specific units, for example with capital gain, or if you are doing ad mail means you are sending to the whole location, the whole town, the whole district, things like that. Okay, depending on what you want. Okay, so for PPI, this is the price range. Okay, minimum 2,000 pieces per piece. If it's A4, it's 90 cents. If it's A5, it's 85 cents. This is very specific. For example, I choose condo. I choose this, maybe these 4 districts. Capital gain minimum, let's say 100%. Okay, I just show you a quick one, how the system looks like. You want to avoid currently tenanted? No need actually. And I generate. So all these projects, we show you Alexandria, 105 total units, got 54, 100% capital gain potential. Okay, so all you need to do is just add them in. It's around 2,700 different units. So Alexandria got 54, Essential Sky got 1, Caribbean got 202, Central Green 118. So the costing is around $2,300 to $2,500 to send out your flyers. So you design your own flyer from here. We will do everything for you and send out for you. Okay. The beautiful part is that the flyer will contain a QR code for the residents to scan. And once they scan and they register to find out the value of their home, you will receive a notification, okay, that you can follow up on. Okay, so you can choose what template you want from here. Okay, so you see the QR code. This QR code, when they scan the flyer, it will go to the web page for them to calculate their estimate value of their unit. And then once they scan, you will receive a notification. Wait, let me just. You receive a notification inbox from here. Okay, so you can go to your order to track which consumer scan, what is their email, what is their phone number. Don't worry, the phone number is genuine, because for them to get their property value, they need to enter their phone number and we will give them an OTP. And they have to agree to be contacted by you for marketing purposes. So PDPA also cleared. Okay. So this is our new service that we have just integrated into the system. If you want to do mass marketing, this is a very cost-efficient way for you to do and to collect data. Because if you send traditional flyers, scan or don't scan, you also don't know. Okay, because you won't receive a notification. Our system allows you to track if you have any potential leads that come in. Okay, Tanya, if you have any questions, any point of time, okay, this training I conduct, actually every week I conduct a workshop, different topics. Let's say today is hands-on, this week is hands-on training, 2 weeks later will be hands-on training again, alternate weeks. Okay, in between the other alternate week, I'll be touching on other topics like how to use the app to build your brand, on how to use the app to target new projects, things like that. Okay, but if within the week you have any questions, you can contact your account manager. There are 5 of us. Okay, the 5 account managers are myself, Ethan, there's Louis, there's Johnson, there's Serene, and there's Yuni. There's 5 of us. So depending on who your account manager is, okay, you can contact your account manager if you need any assistance. Okay. My number is but contact your account manager first, if you need anything. If you're not sure who your account manager is, you can come here. Okay, at the top under your profile there, my account. Okay, help and support. And then WhatsApp to my help desk. Okay, ask them, I'm not sure who my account manager is. Can you help me find out who my account manager is? Is it handsome boy or pretty girl? Okay, if you cannot Ethan, then too bad, not handsome, not pretty. Okay, any other questions? Like I mentioned, those of you still on trial account, the trial account is for a few days only. And right now, for those of you that sign up the trial account from the event itself, today is the last day to enjoy the promotion. Okay, what promotion? Just contact the person that help you to register for the account. Okay. Okay, if no questions, thank you so much for spending this afternoon with me. I hope I've shared something useful with you guys. Okay, if you want to attend the training again, 2 weeks later, there'll be another hands-on training. Can join in. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. I'll be ending the session now. Bye-bye.